Afternoon, everyone. Seniors, I hope you enjoyed your prom. And to those still recovering, I'll try to keep it down. Seniors, to quote Tyler Ferguson, you're done. Now then, standing up here right now, a few things come to mind. I want you all to know, if you're wondering if it's a little nerve-wracking behind this podium, it's not. I'm just picturing you all in your underwear right now. And you look fantastic. Secondly, back in the graduation gown, I'm back in senior musical mode. Somebody get out the roller skates, and let's start belting out, and you can sing with me here if you want. Don't walk away! I'm totally down for this. And thirdly, my mind jumps to Disney. Not so much jumps, if you know me, my mind is always on Disney, but I digress. I'm thinking, right now, that if you watch your Disney movies, we are older than almost all of the Disney princesses. Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Jasmine, Ariel, Mulan. They're all 16 or younger. I checked. And I am just as upset as Woody because Annie's going to college. And most soul-crushingly, and stick with me here, based on Simba's growth, mane, and ability to fight another lion like Scar, he is roughly 5 years old. We are more than 3 times older than Simba. So indulge me here if I start going into some philosophical graduation stuff. If Simba can have a life-changing vision, hallucination, at 5, then graduation is totally fair game. That being said, brace yourself, because from here on out, this speech is completely about the circle of life, man. I'll skip the very beginning and the very end. I don't want to get too graphic. So let's just move on to the here and now. It's high school graduation, and you're wondering, what was the point? How does this enter into the circle of life? So I sat down and I thought hard, what was the point of high school? Is it the grades that you got? Or the classes that you took? Or the basic knowledge that you gained? Not exactly. In 4 years, no one's going to care much about the high school that you went to, or the grades that you got, or the classes that you took. By then, people will be asking those questions about college instead. So if it's not about the particular academics, what is it about? Is it about the people that you've met, or the friends that you've made? Not specifically. As much as I love you guys, and would love to hug each and every one of you in our giant blue snuggies. There are over 320 of us, and odds are that most of us probably won't stay in touch with as many of each other as we'd like, except for the occasional reunion, Facebook message, or in the event that one of us becomes a billionaire. To the person in the crowd that is a future billionaire, Davis. Expect to be hearing from a lot of us, especially me. So, back to the question, what is the purpose of high school? To me, the answer is this. Here we learn how to learn, to soak up knowledge, and to use that. How to be more than the shy, awkward, homeschooled kid who wins all of the spelling bees. Here we learn how to make friends, to be a teammate, to be a leader. The little things that we've learned from kindergarten until now shape, at our core, who we are. Sure, you may think that you just have a bunch of eclectic memories and lessons, but learning that Roaring Brook is all about the walkathons, and that Bell is the place where you have to learn your circuits arts and cup stacking and start sewing your pillow person, that adds up to where we are now. And I'm sorry to Grafflin, West Orchard, and Seven Bridges. I thought of memories for you guys, but a little voice just kept on saying to me, do you even go here? Going to Greeley, giving up your cubbies and your lockers, we learned that no, you don't drink from the water fountains. They give you norovirus. We learned after the great hand-dryer expansion of 2010, you can never undervalue a bathroom paper towel. We learned that it's important to keep a water gun and a witness with you at all times. My time at Greeley has even personally taught me the lesson that I should feel incredibly awkward right now because we're all wearing the same outfits. I knew I should have made a graduation Facebook group and called dibs on the blue gown. Then together we'd look like a rainbow. And when you add up the little life lessons that you learned here over the past 13 years, it comes together to form the person that you are today. Leaving is sort of like, as Liam Neeson would say in Taken, you have a very particular set of skills. Skills that you have acquired over a very long career. And hopefully, these skills have taught you how to interact with people without being like a Mr. Taylor at the homecoming dances. Or like the white van in the senior lot. I just want to go home. So now, when I say you're done, I don't just mean that you're done with high school. You are now pretty much done being shaped as a person. From here on out, it's just tweaking. You'll have new memories, but you're never going to lose the old ones. You might come out of your shell a little bit more, mature a bit, find an interest you didn't know you had, but unless you have some great sudden success or horrible misfortune, deep down, you're probably going to be about the same person that you are right now. The foundation of our personalities and our values is now finished. To our families, we love you. To our teachers and staff, we thank you. And to the class of 2012, I feel lucky to be able to say, I have grown up with you. With the foundation of ourselves complete, it is now time to build. Studies show that your brain is at its mental peak in your college years and right after. So these next few years, seize every opportunity. Go conquer Pride Rock. Now, you're strong and independent and completely on your own. So go out and do something with your parents' money. If this were a video game, you just spent the last 13 years programming it all, setting some stats, and now it's time for the practice level. Because college is sort of like that. If you start going off cliffs or getting killed left and right because you're a noob at life, you just respawn. You failed a class? Respawn. You tried being a hipster for a week? Respawn. You spent 2 months playing Halo? Respawn. And then, in 4 more years, when you stop respawning after every big mistake, you can go out into the real world where there aren't always meal plans or sorority girls around every corner, and not crash and burn, and be on top of your game. And so, from here on out, when you think, what was the point of high school? You have my answer. When you're off doing your thing, living your life, do what Mufasa told you, and remember who you are. And when you stop to remember who you are, think back to Greeley, to Chappaqua, and to the people sitting all around you. Because like it or not, whether you had a good time, or a bad time, or a meh time here, it shaped you. And whenever you recall these formative years, when you became who you were going to be as a full-grown person, you'll have this place to call home. You have made your mold. Now decide what to put in it. You are now a shaped vessel, but still an empty one. Now figure out what to fill it with and go do that. You may be pretty much done becoming who you are, but you're certainly not done doing what you can do. And now, my friends, you must take your place in the circle of life. Congratulations, class of 2012.
And last but not least, I would like to call upon the man, the myth, the legend, our class valedictorian, Kamal Sadek.